Hello, and thank you for taking the time to take a look at this quick video. My name's Tyler. I'm one of the co-founders here at RT Reporting, and this video is just going to show you three simple steps that you can take to start offering more light touch advisory services to your clients by using RT Reporting. The tool is very simple to use, and I think that's the main reason a lot of people are enjoying using RT reporting is due to the simplicity of the tool, the speed in which you can generate forecasts, reports, and set goals with your clients. And also, the price is a lot more affordable as well, allowing you to use this on more clients and really get the most out of the tool. So, I've logged into RT reporting, and we're going to show you three simple steps that you can take. Now, you're going to land on the organization's dashboard, and a couple of things to be aware of is you can sync in as many organizations as you'd like into RT reporting. So there's no limit. Um, and in terms of the syncing of the data, the chart of accounts will all be automatically set up. So there's no mapping required. The second thing is that the data will automatically sync every single night with Xero. So you can always ensure that the data is up to date with any reconciliations or changes that you have made. From there, there's three steps that you can take to add more value to your clients. And the first one is the goal setting section. So let's go to the goal setting section for this client. And what this feature is really used for is when you want to sit down with the client and show them the value that they can improve within their business to make the business more profitable and set out some goals for the year ahead. And it's a great 10-minute consultation you can have with the client to get the ball rolling on how you can help them and mapping out what their plans are for the future. So it's a little bit of a looking at the situation of where they currently are today and where they would like to go. So as you can see here, you can see the current situation is all automatically brought across from Xero. And you can ask the client what their goals are for the business for the year ahead. What's the desired profit that they would like to be making? And then in a very quick and simple way, you can show them how adjusting a few key profitability drivers can improve their business by quite a substantial amount by just tweaking the lever here. And you can also adjust each individual driver as well. It helps that client understand the improvements that they can make within the business to make it more profitable, as well as focusing on the value that these adjustments can bring and how you can help them going forward. From there, there's a list of recommendations. These are all quite high level, the automated ones, but you can type in your own tips for the client that's coming out of this 10-minute, 15-minute meeting. You can really mold this to the needs that they have or any tips that you want to tailor for that particular client. The tips to stay on track is really around a bit of a call to action for the client, saying the next step is to build out a budget, to have a plan, and to monitor how the business is progressing throughout the year on a budget to actuals perspective or the financial monthly, quarterly reporting. And then an action list here allows there to be a little bit of accountability for this client, as well as to get the ball rolling on who's going to be doing what task before the next meeting. So this is the first feature within RT reporting. It's a great way to get started with new clients, to set out goals, do some planning for the year ahead. It's very simplistic and it's deliberately kept that way because the next step is how is this all going to take place, and to really get into the detail of the next steps, which we'll go to now in the forecast. Something to be aware of is in the overall improvement section here. This is another iteration to the goal setting section where it's looking at the 5 ways model of improving their current lead situation, the conversions, the existing clients, and all the other drivers that they can tweak to make the business more profitable, more successful. Very similar exercise to that of the profit improvement. Once you've done this and you're ready to progress to the next step, we'll go over to the forecast section now. You can access that via the organizations tab or the forecast button here. And the idea is that you've built out goals with clients. They're ready to progress to the next step of building out a detailed budget or do some scenario planning in a 3-way forecast. And this is really, really easy to do so in RT reporting. So if we just hover over the entity you'd like to work on, click on the forecast button, you have two options. So you can do a rapid create, which will take the last 12 months of historical data within Xero projected out for the year ahead for this client as the starting point. Or the tailored create allows you to customize the date range, the length of the forecast, and some other key drivers that you would like to adjust beforehand. So maybe it's a couple of years you wanted the forecast to be for, or you want to commence it in a couple of months' time. What a lot of people love about RT reporting is the speed and simplicity. So if we just click on forecasts, in 2 clicks of the button using the rapid create, you have a three-way forecast generated with the chart of accounts all automatically set up. This blue line is tracking the bank balance for the year ahead. And it's very simple for you to just add in basic assumptions for your clients directly into the cells. You can type basic formulas in here as well. Any cell that you adjust, you have an original value, a little blue icon that will populate, letting you know what the original value was. And we could spend a lot of time within the three-way forecast, but within this assumptions tab, just the key features for you to be aware of is you can toggle off and on certain account lines. You can create new accounts within the P&L and L and the balance sheet. If we go into the settings section, you can adjust the configuration. So whether this account is subject to GST, if it's a cash item included in the superannuation or KiwiSaver calculations. And then it being a full true three-way forecast, you can spread and adjust the payable and receivable days. So perhaps it's over 30, 60, 90 days, or it's just cash on the day. And there's a whole range of other features that we could show you, but if you would like to see more, we can always jump into a demonstration. There's relational inputs here in terms of referencing two different accounts, so wages as a percentage of sales. And then the rapid input is really just a quick and easy way to just key in fixed amount figures or percentage increases and decreases. Once again, there's a whole range of things that we could go into if you are interested to have a call at some point. The balance sheet works in a very similar way in terms of you can add in loans, asset purchases, depreciation. We're rolling out a suite of wizards in this top right hand corner here to be scenario drivers with like loan calculators, wages scenarios, and the flow on effect that has on the PAYE, the superannuation. And this is all set up directly from Xero. So whether it's a New Zealand or a UK or an Australian company, the GST or the VAT rate gets brought across. The income tax is all calculated at the correct percentage amount. So there's a lot of sophistication that you can do within this three-way forecast. You can print this out to Excel as well, and whether you want to just be a quarterly forecast, you could do that. And if you wanted to include any notes that you've made, and that's the same for the PDF reports as well. So a bit of a recap of where we're at. We built out some goals for clients. Some of them were interested in doing a budget or having some scenario planning within the three-way forecast. And then the next step is in that monthly or quarterly catch up is to review how they're progressing within the insights section. And this is all just very quickly generated. It's all automatic. There's very minimal setup required. So you can really scale this out to your clients. One feature that I'll show you is the budget to actuals. So if you had built out a budget for a client in RT reporting, you can quickly visualize and show them how they're progressing throughout the year. You can also do comparisons to show them how they're tracking on each specific section, all in a very visual way so the client can quickly grasp. You can also look at the numbers. You can analyze both the income statement and the balance sheet and change the configuration. Say perhaps you want to look at last year as well. You want the financial year to date. You want to show all of the accounts. There's a lot of customization you can do to show the client how they're tracking throughout the year and really drill down to what areas have changed and understand why. And once again, within the forecasts, really popular feature, just a very quick and easy way to do some comparisons with your clients and putting two forecasts against one another and seeing which potentially is the best way forward or the implications of certain scenarios like hiring new staff. Do they have cash flow to be able to do that? which approach is going to be more profitable. Can they necessarily afford to take on or purchase a new asset? You can quickly visualize this and help work with your clients to understand what the best way forward is. The financial statements, once again, we're building out visualizations and a lot of customization in terms of what you'd like included in the financial statements. The KPIs here is just a visualization of how they're progressing with their financial KPIs. Something we are including very soon is a custom KPI calculator, um, and also the ability to do non-financial KPIs and bespoke KPI calculations. There is a list of like automated generated descriptions for your client on a monthly basis. And the overview allows you to customize this to be monthly, quarterly, financially, and that kind of flows through in all the relevant tabs here. Something to note here is we are building in more and more insights, more and more reports. Next, very soon, probably by the time you've seen this recording, we'll have the custom reports section for PDF management reports with your logo and the customization of what insights you'd like included. And the whole tool is built on the premise of being quick, simple to use, and affordable. So whether it be setting goals, building out forecasts with your clients, or generating management reports, it's delivered in a very simple, visual, and time-effective way. And if you have any more questions or you would like to trial or like to have a demo of RT reporting, please get in contact, tyler@rtreporting.com. And I look forward to hearing from you soon and answering any questions that you may have.